Get a Better broadcast, podcast and video voice. Hello, I'm Peter Stewart, the author of several books on TV and radio and presentation skills and so on, such like and so forth. And today what we're talking about is, well, actually not just words which are requested in voiceovers and voice acting. That there are sighs and gasps and screams and all of those different kind of vocalizations could evoke different emotions. For example, have you ever thought the different sounds that you may make if you are embarrassed or sad, or if you are, some of these emotions kind of morph into one another. Triumph and elation, for example, or positive surprise versus negative surprise. So somebody in an acting situation, a voiceover situation, may say, oh, can you act a bit more surprised? Well, what kind? A positive or negative surprise, for example? I mean, positive might be, oh, and negative might be, oh. You know, there's also interest, which might be, oh, okay, or which is really closely related to something like, oh, confusion, or realization. Okay. You can see how a lot of these are very, very similar. And you can also throw in emotions of sounds, of emotions of distress or pain or anger or sympathy or sadness. Again, some of these are really closely related. So as well as thinking about those, think of some other sounds which might also be requested at a session and which might be worth you practicing. For example, burping or cheering, crying, drinking, gasping, laughing, or maybe can you sneeze on demand? And also in gaming situations where you're doing some voice acting in gaming, things like climbing up and lifting oneself up, something like that, or jumping up and landing down, those kind of impactful sounds, or punching and being punched. How are you going to exert that kind of emotion where someone has landed a body blow on you? And also kicking something or someone and being kicked yourself and the reaction to that, or lifting something really heavy, or just lifting something quite light, for example. Throwing an object, a rock or a spear or something like that. Or dying, and different sounds of dying in a gaming situation. Whether you're stabbed and you've got that huge amount of pain, which is quite intense, which is quite localized, but it may take you a while to die, or being shot. Obviously intense pain, but something which may not actually last for very long, or being choked. Yeah, all of these different kind of sounds and emotions and body blows and exertions which you may be asked to create on demand, as it were. Okay, that's about it for today. Tomorrow we're going to be starting on a whole new area of intonation, which is going to see us over the next 6 weeks or so. It's kind of the main bedrock to all of voice acting, particularly when you are reading a script. Intonation, coming tomorrow on Get a Better broadcast, podcast on video voice. From London, I'm Peter Stewart.